Davie, how much satisfaction do you and the Academy here take from Luke McCowan's £1.1 million move to Celtic?
Yeah, pride, satisfaction, excitement and probably a wee bit of inspiration to us all at the Academy. Essentially we've supported Luke to become a £1 million player. So when he started his journey, you always try and be aspirational about where he can take himself to. The fact that he's now with a team that's in the Champions League, the fact that he's now got a £1 million price tag on him, just inspirational for everybody that was involved with Luke. And I think everybody who's around the Academy and club should take a real satisfaction and a real enjoyment out of seeing a young person and a young man, I suppose, progress to the level he's at now.
And it was nice that he got in touch with you as well, a wee text.
It was brilliant. That's the humbling, I suppose, the inspiring part for myself, that on Saturday myself and Luke exchanged a few texts about some of the things we used to discuss and try and develop him on when he was at Ayr, and he's taken some of the things on in his career as he progressed, alongside a lot of other coaches and staff for other clubs he's been with, were progressing him. But it's just, I suppose, the personal touches where I'm so lucky that you kind of have the relationships that when they have a big moment and they kind of reach out to you and you exchange a couple of texts, it's a big moment for myself and it's a big moment for the Academy and the club.
He's the man of the moment in terms of Academy graduates, but it's a pretty impressive list, isn't it, that have come through?
Yeah, I think, as I was kind of saying, I think we've kind of outputs just now for our Academy and our club are pretty good. We've got Dylan Wattrick, who's absolutely excelling, and we're first team, and we're thankful for Scott and Stephen. You know, giving Dylan the opportunity, came into us at 9, and I watched Dylan live on Saturday in the first team game. I thought he was outstanding. I thought his game management was brilliant. We've got Ollie Ekripont, who, as we speak, is currently in Spain playing with Scotland under-19s. Ollie's actually an under-18 goalie, so it kind of tells you what the national, I suppose, coaches and the pathway think of Ollie. That he's in an under-19 setup as an under-18 goalie. And we've just recently had young Jamie Hislop, who's returned from being away on national duty with the Scotland under-17. So I suppose they're the kind of topical outputs of players right now alongside Luke, but there's a kind of lot of other things happen with our young players run about that. So again, we're kind of thankful and inspired by all the players, not just the ones we've spoke about. There's a lot in the background that we're inspired and thankful for as well.
And when you go back a bit further, Davie, there's, apart from Luke McCowan, there's quite a lot of big names, established names we know well, who've come through the Academy.
Yeah, there's a number of them. Obviously internally we've got a few. Mark McKenzie's embedded into our first team squad. There's actually a few in the Championship in Scotland, so our first team are coming up with a number of ex-Academy players. As an example, Partick Thistle, we have 3 ex-Academy players there. We've also got a young player playing in England at the moment at Doncaster Rovers. We've just been successful in a young player moving over to Ireland and playing full-time in Ireland. And I suppose in the SPFL in Scotland, a good story is I switched the TV on last Saturday to watch Fraser Bryden, who's on loan at Queen of the South. And the player who scored the winning goal for Montrose, Craig Brown, was an ex-Academy graduate. So kind of building a real good story. There's players coming through that impact our first team, but there's actually quite a lot of players coming through that either come into our first team and go beyond, if you like, or go to another club. But there's also maybe ones who are just no successful with our first team for various reasons. They're actually out there playing, full-time football in the SPFL and actually in England and Scotland now. So as I started off by saying, kind of a lot of outputs right now across the Academy. And
it's competitive, isn't it? Academy to academy, club to club.
Yeah, it's really competitive, and it's getting even more competitive. One of my frustrations is I think there's a few barriers to us at Ayr United. We try to be competitive and we try and put, I suppose, a competitive pathway and a kind of planned pathway in place. But there's a few barriers that are out with our control come in there. So I think for us to have the outputs that we get right now is a great achievement. I suppose it's about us putting the inputs in and making sure we provide the right pathway, we provide the right education, provide the right environment, because it absolutely is competitive within academy football right now. But I hope with the things we've spoke about today, again, will be examples and inspire other players, other parents about why you would come to Ayr United, because there is a pathway here and there is achievable pathway and achievable targets here.